Hey, what's going on? My name's Trooper Chunks, and I'm just doing a response to my own video because some people have responded, and like it's cool. It's my first video, so I want to just talk because I think sometimes I sound like a jerk, and I might have come across the wrong way, not like too extreme in my last video. Anyways, this guy, his name is Sheldon. He said some things, and I responded, but I wanted to like really talk about him because that's great. Without TV, he says you're missing the History Channel, Nova, PBS, Biography Channel, Daily Show, Jon Stewart, some great HBO and Showtime. And you know what? I'm not really missing it. I gotta say, and I called that cliche. I called that comment very cliche because literally everybody has said that to me, and I don't mean it as a negative thing. It's more like an observational thing. That's a really cliche comment because when I'm with groups of people, 2, 3, 4 people, whatever, like TV always comes up. Like it just always comes up. People are talking about what they saw, cool commercials, whatever. It always comes up. And when it comes around to me, or people look at me, it's like, what? You know, like what? I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I haven't had TV for 5 years. I'm almost to the point where I can't even say it's bad programming. I would have no idea, except I do catch glimpses, and those glimpses are just enough to be like, God, dude, what the hell are you guys thinking? Anyways, when I'm around a bunch of people and I say like I don't have television, immediately they start saying, oh man, well, what about the History Channel? What about Discovery Channel? Guys usually say, well, what about sports? Holy shit, you can't watch a ball game. Shit, you crazy. And I do watch television. Like I go places to watch sports when I want to see them. It's great. And also, I'll be places and people will be watching it. What am I gonna do? Say no? I'll watch it. Whatever. It's cool. But I won't pay to have it in my own home, and that alienates my own house. Like it does. People don't like coming over, especially in college. People come over and they'd have to talk to me. Kind of be weird sometimes because there'd be uncomfortable silences because like right about then a television, something you're watching, would be like whatever the focus is instead of actually on each other or the people. So people don't come over very often, and I often don't have things to talk about with people because I don't watch television. I don't see those commercials. I don't see all that stuff. It's not conforming by unconformity. I just really don't agree with the television and what it does to people and what they tell people at the same time. You think you have to pay for this, but you watch movies and stuff on a television and not pay for cable. You don't rent movies that you don't want to see unless people make you rent them because they want to watch it and you're paying or something. Like who knows? If you're buying it, that'd be like the only reason. You're not gonna go rent a movie of an actor you don't like if you don't want to see it. But television, you pay a certain amount and you get all that, and that's what might be on. Do you always love television? It's probably a love-hate relationship, right? But without TV, I always love my television. Because whenever I'm putting something on it, I want to see it. I might be disappointed at some things, like some movies are pretty bad, but for the most part, I don't pay to have anything on there that I don't agree with. And it's not that I wouldn't want to see something I don't agree with, but like if you can call some of the sensationalism, some of the terrible daytime programming, and a bunch of other stuff, that's just drama, really good, then whatever. Just because there's the History Channel and PBS does not mean you should cling to that subscription, man. I am very interested in animals and nature, and I do things like read about them because when you read about them, you can get different opinions. It's not just whatever is on there. And if you're reading about it, a lot of times they can back up facts versus like just showing you a picture. Explain it a little bit more, or maybe get inside somebody's head a little bit more to go deeper into this, and that's what reading gets you into. I also want to respond to your other comments because you said, something about, hey, if you want to live in the 19th century, dude, if you don't get cable, you're not living in the 19th century by any means. Like, I don't use air conditioning very often either, only when my cats are panting because I feel sorry for them, But I still use it when it's extremely hot. I use electricity all the time, I got tons of stuff on the Amish, dude. But I don't pay for television. I don't pay for program TV because it's crap to me. So, and last thing, seriously, when you pay for television, you pay for a subscription of a provider, and the provider gets paid by advertisers, and the provider has to pay the networks too. All the channels you listed guaranteed they're in a studio with those big networks, NBC, ABC, whatever. And you're not, by paying any money at all, you're really just giving it to them. You're giving it to all of them. Everybody gets their cut, and that's just life. So the last comment, this is the last one I'll talk about for you anyways. Like, dude, you said read books. You're kidding, right? You realize the time and money it would take to read books on every news story that comes up, not to mention the lag time involved? Dude, newspapers have been around since they could print on paper, and it doesn't take more than a minute to 2 minutes. I was a journalist in college. I'm an English major. Maybe why I like to read books so much. Not everybody likes to read as much as I do. I realize that. But, when we were supposed to build an article that you could read in less than a minute, because that's all your attention's really going to hold for, and that's how long it takes to read. They already put this stuff in print. You can get it in a different media. You don't have to have a television tell it to you. And other news stories with politicians or concerning like global stuff, they could probably, and a lot of times they do, produce novels about it that are within months, like no lag time at all, and it's at Borders. You can go read those books too. But if you're not into books, you might not know that that's available, and that is. So don't think like you have to get your information from TV, or all the correct and all the knowledgeable information even comes on TV. If it's really juicy, they'll put it on there. But if it's juicy and makes people look bad that are running the show, dude, it's not going to make it up there. Why would NBC ever, or like, why would executives of television networks ever be on TV? Like, why? Because shit hit the fan. And unless you can, like, everything that they do probably doesn't make it on TV. Like, I want to call huge censorship or whatever, I just have conspiracy theories, but it's the truth. Like, you'll find more information when you read than when you do, like, watch a television show. Or even watch a movie. Same thing, movies and books. Anyways, I really don't got much more. Just like, I would like to see if more people didn't have televisions in their home. Still have TV, go to bars, watch TV, cool. Hanging out, you got a TV, everyone's drinking, watching sports or something. Public places maybe where people go to watch TV. But in your homes, the way people view it as a utility is like something they need more in some cases than they would need like almost water or electricity. Like it's like, because I have electricity, I have television, and that's wrong. And this all started because the internet might turn into this. It might be advertised, even more effectively and limited, so that you see only these advertisements when you pay. And that's what I really, I wouldn't want it to turn into that, because that's what it is with television. You can't even watch the Discovery Channel without seeing commercials, and of course you can DVR through them. But dude, like, like whatever, they still put them up there. People still see them, and that's what I don't like. So it would be cool to see if people didn't, have television and it just turned into a more of a social thing. But in your own homes, people either read or, like I read, play music. I've picked up the guitar in the last 2 years, and I've become very good or very proficient at it because I have a lot of free time when I'm not watching 25 hours of television a week, because I'm TiVoing. Like, it's only 22 hours now because I can skip through 3 hours of commercials with this fast forward button. It's like, whoa, dude, that's a lot of time to spend anyways. So I appreciate the comments. I like it. This guy used myopic. I give you cheers, man, like props, because that is a fucking awesome, hard word to use, whatever. And I'm an English major, so I'm a fan, I'm a fan. So when you said myopic, I just didn't mean to, piss you off, man. And I hope I didn't, like, make you mad by saying those things. It's different, and I realize it might have been too general. So, but I appreciate the comments. This is cool. I waited a real long time to post any videos, and I've said a lot of bad things to people, but I think I changed that when all of a sudden I just wanted to become part of the community. So, comments are awesome. We'll see you guys. I got my cats here too. Big animal guy.